Back into the ropes. McGowan counting to the break. The Seraph with a shot to the midsection. Brings Tyler out to center ring. Clawing at his eyes, and down goes Troy T. Troy T. Tyler has caught on with the fans in the southeastern area.
GWH TV, bringing you classic wrestling action sanctioned by the Georgia Wrestling History Network. Welcome back, everybody, for another exciting episode of Georgia Wrestling History TV on the Georgia Wrestling History News Network. I'm Kenny J, here with John Stoney Cannon. You all right there?
Yeah, just, you know, last week, you know, we had the ladies, and this week, just a bunch of big, burly guys and stuff.
Well, that's what we usually have.
I know, it was just nice to take a break and have the ladies, and I don't know, I miss them.
I mean, I'm sure we'll have more in the future. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be A-okay.
So, I don't know. It's just been a rough week, you know. I finally found, like, the one phone number, and nobody's answered the phone.
Well, I mean, they do this thing now where they give out, like, fake numbers. It's
really?
Yeah, it's not like it used to be where people were honest. So, anyway, we hope you're having a great week so far. I know it's just Monday, but, you know, make it an awesome Monday. A lot of people don't like Mondays, Orange Cats included, but they don't all have to be bad, and we're here to make Mondays a little less terrible. So, we're going to start trying to make your Monday a little less terrible, excuse me, with our opening bell match.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. We're going to go down to CWA Memphis in 1986 for a tag match. We've got Akio Sato and Tarzan Goto versus the Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, are we going to have some music then? Oh,
I
that'd
hope
be cool.
so.
Oh, man. I get around, get around. I get around. Man, dude, overdressed for the beach, man.
Yeah, see, I had to at least ditch the jacket. It's summertime. It's hot. So, I don't know. I hope we get some summer action with these Beach Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounded... caught it as soon as I said it. So, snatch, get rid of that. Okay, so...
Ladies, did I mention that he's single?
We're going to go right to this match here. Let's do it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I get around, yeah.
Now that music will tell you that not far behind will be John Stewart and Van Horn, the very popular Beach Boys who come in here. And let me tell you, they got maybe the toughest match lined up today that they have ever had going. They'll be going against the international champs, Dave.
They certainly will. Akio Sato and Tarzan Goto.
And here they come right now. Here is Akio Sato.
Sato Goto, we're international champions. We come here from far away to meet the best team out of here. Look at it. We got just two boys. We want a man. We want to race the best team out of Mid-South.
Well, I tell you what, you may have the experience, certainly in the credentials over this team of the Beach Boys, but they are very active, very aggressive young team. It'll be an interesting match to see. Obviously, the international champs are the favorite, and it'll be a good one to see. And here we go, bell time.
Yeah, Sato and Goto not happy with the level of competition. They may be surprised here. Ooh, John Stewart really took quite a shot and is hammered down to the mat. Sato makes the tag on Goto. John Stewart back in their corner. Victim of a bit of a double team there by the Japanese team. They're out of Tokyo, international champions. The Beach Boys, John Stewart and Van Horn. They wrestle out of California. Here's Van Horn in after the tag.
Well, that Goto really uses that headbutt.
Boy, he does.
You notice that?
Ooh, there's a boot placed by Akio Sato. He comes in to go to work on Van Horn. Van Horn reaches for the tag, and he got it. John Stewart will be coming back in for the Beach Boys team. Both of them in there. Send Sato into the ropes. They double drop kick him, up and down to the mat. Stewart picks him up. He's got him up in the air with a slam. Stewart off the ropes, drops down with the arm.
He didn't catch him real good with that elbow because Sato was moving out of the way. Akio comes in, stands him up, and nails him with a right hand, and the referee immediately gets on him for using that fist. Watch pulling the hair, the referee says, and Akio Sato, I think, was a little humiliated by being slammed down by the Beach Boys, and he is really taking it out on John Stewart. Goto follows right in behind.
Goto puts John Stewart into the rope, chops him coming off of there. Stewart on the mat. Tarzan Goto. 2 minutes gone in the match. Non-title match with the international champions, Sato and Goto. Body slam on John Stewart. He's left lying on the mat. Goto springs off the corners, off the turnbuckles. He doesn't go for the 3 count, though. He's over to the corner, makes the tag on Akio Sato. Stewart grabbing Sato, throws him into the corner, but Sato catches Van Horn with an elbow as he went into the corner. Oh, Van Horn really got hit right in the side of the face.
Had all the momentum of the whip behind that elbow. Look at this.
Sato dropping down with a fist. Referee right there to warn him about it. Got his 2 at the 2 count. John Stewart kicks out of it. The Beach Boys still alive here against the international champion. Here's Tarzan Goto in after the tag. Goto really uses those ropes for extra spring.
These guys just keep tremendous pressure on, too. They
certainly do. Goto really just hammered away. You're right, they're relentless. They don't take a break when they make a tag. One of them just right in after the other, and they just keep pounding. But look at John Stewart. Boy, Stewart really giving him a battle here today. He dumped Sato on the mat and covers. Count is 1 at the 1 count, though. Sato able to kick out of it.
Tag on Van Horn, but he couldn't get out of there before Sato takes him back with that side suplex and snapped him down. There's a whip, and as he comes out,
Boy, Van Horn ran right into that, too.
I mean, really.
He had his momentum. He was going into the corner after him, and Sato saw him coming, and boom. Count is 2 on Van Horn, but John Stewart in there to break it up at the 2 count. Everybody in there. It's Van Horn against Sato. John Stewart going against Tarzan Goto. Now, the Japanese team, one of them holding Van Horn up and the other nailing him.
That's it.
Goto gets the count of 2 and 3, and that's over. 4 minutes, 23 seconds the time on it. The win goes to the International Tag Champion.
Sato and Goto come through with a victory over the Beach Boys. Stewart, who was in there primarily, and Van Horn both made a good aggressive effort at it, but Sato and Goto just absolutely too much. You know, whatever, I just hope it's clean. Let's take time out, Dave. We'll be back. Man, we got a bunch to go yet. We'll be back in just a moment.
Coming back from the beach, we got our tans on.
Yeah, too bad that those Beach Boys got the sand kicked in their faces.
Yeah, I mean, some days are just not good beach days.
Nope.
Especially when it's raining.
Especially, it's even worse when, you know, the Japanese invade and you get a face full of foot.
Okay, good. Foot. I can handle that.
Like foot soldiers, you know.
There we go. Yeah, like from the Ninja Turtles. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So that was a fun opening bell match.
It was.
It was. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were kung fu fighting.
I'm feeling a little bit better now.
Oh,
I'm
good.
a little bit better about the chicks not being here this week.
Good, great. So his Monday's going a little bit better.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Better.
A little bit better.
We hope yours is too. So we're going to try to keep raising those Monday spirits as we move into our Made in the South match, where we've got wrestlers who got their start in the South before they moved on to bigger and better things.
Oh, yeah.
What do we got this week?
This week's feature is a 2009 match with one Dean Ambrose.
Oh, yeah, I've heard it, yeah.
The Maniac guy. Maniac Dean Ambrose from the Ambrose Asylum. Yes.
Yeah.
Formerly of The Shield.
Oh, okay.
Yes, with those other two guys that are very popular as well. And all three former members of NXT Wrestling. So, yeah, so he's been a multiple-time champion, been going back and forth with The Miz lately. But before good old Dean moved up to taking on B-list actors in the ring, he took on one Ricochet.
All right. Ricochet, I don't know much about him.
Ricochet, I don't know. I think that's about all you need to know is Ricochet.
Like a
Ricochet.
Okay, all right.
So,
I like it. I hope he's got a good angle to go
kind of
with
like a
that,
video
so.
game.
Yeah, like Breakout or
There
something.
you
Pong, Breakout, Rocket Knight Adventures, whatever you want to throw in there. So
There you go. But this is from IWA Mid-South. And this is from right around this time period, a little bit earlier in July 2009. So
okay.
every once in a while we have these
all right.
slightly newer matches that are, filmed,
Wasn't that
in
one?
the semi-digital age. So cool.
All right. Well, hey, let's get to this new age-ish match.
There you go. Back to the Future.
Let's go.
Everybody knows Goto. I got number one. Chance. Have a single team. I don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. know. What do you say? Say it loud. Say it. One. Two.
Welcome, folks, to a more laid-back edition of VPW on GWH TV. I'm Kenny J, and I'm here as usual with news bits related to the next VPW show. Several matches have already been revealed for Infection 2, coming up on August 12th at Sweetwater Gym in Thompson, Georgia, including the long-awaited I Quit match between Six and Chris Main, a bout between Tracer X and Chip Day, an intergender tag match between the teams of Lenny Stratton and Nicole Payne and Owen Knight and Kiera Hogan, and if all that weren't wild enough, WCW and NWO superstar Buff the Stuff Bagwell is coming to VPW for the first time as well. However, just in the last week, there have been a couple of other announcements. For one, we've got a match between Ring of Honor and NXT's John Skyler and VPW's own Loose Cannon Hex. And then White Mike is also slated to be in action at Infection 2. So come on out to the Sweetwater Gym, Thompson, Georgia, August 12th. Doors open at 6:30, show starts at 7, and we'll see you there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to the studio in like a minute, and I gotta change this shirt too.
Attention viral pro wrestling fans! VPW has been infecting the CSRA for an entire year, and it's time to go back to where it all began, with Viral Pro Wrestling Infection 2. Come on out to the Sweetwater Gym in Thompson, Georgia on Saturday, August 12th for VPW's most infectious show to date. Many of your favorite superstars will be there, including Kiera Hogan, White Mike, the Ugly Ducklings, and for the first time in VPW, WCW and NWO superstar Buff the Stuff Bagwell takes it to the ring. Plus, the event you've waited all summer for, the I Quit match between Champion 6 and #1 contender Chris Main. All this and much more hits the mat on Saturday, August 12th at Sweetwater Gym for Viral Pro Wrestling Infection 2. Viral Pro Wrestling, infecting the CSRA.
Alright, I am just stoked and thrilled and whatever else you could say for Infection 2. And I know that you've got some words on the matter.
Oh, Infection 2 is going to be great. Of course, a lot of people are going to be come out to see Buff Bagwell. But taking part in this particular event, we have our own kind of regional indie star of our own that is going to be participating, as you had announced John Skyler.
Oh, yeah.
A big wrestler down here in Georgia and the Carolinas, multi-time champion, including at WrestleForce, which we saw a while back. We saw him wrestle in a cage, which also included Six, if I remember correctly. But also has popped up every once in a while on NXT and kind of incognito once on actual WWE programming. So you have to know if a wrestler is good enough to be appearing in NXT and WWE and to be a regional champion, he is worth checking out. John Skyler alone is worth the ticket price for this show. Buff Bagwell alone worth the ticket price for this show. Then you have a championship match worth the ticket price alone for this show. You have a card that is, needless to say, this show is probably should have a ticket price more closer to at least the lower ticket prices for the last WWE event here in Augusta, Georgia. It is that stacked of a card.
I know that there is so much going on. It's going to be a fantastic anniversary show.
There you go.
And they're celebrating. They're pulling out all the stops for their anniversary celebration.
Of course, as is such the thing with big shows, there's no telling what could happen because people like to try to make their biggest impact at the biggest moments. So anything could happen. We could find wrestlers being thrown into concession areas.
Ooh.
You never know.
Yeah.
We could find something as incredibly insane as Kenny J passed out in the concession area from too much hot dogs and soda pop. Anything could happen.
Yeah, I suppose that last one's possible.
Anything can happen.
So, yeah, definitely come out, please. Like, it's just going to be an amazing show.
And we may have a drawing. There's a possibility that in the upcoming weeks there could be some free stuff, including it's possible. Anything's possible in Viral Pro Wrestling.
Date being possibly hosting a main event on our show. Close enough, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
So, while we kind of sit by idly, waiting impatiently for Infection 2, we're going to slip into our Georgia Championship Wrestling on Georgia Wrestling History TV segment. Woo! That's a bit of a mouthful.
There you go. We have all kinds of fun stuff. We have some unusual tag team action from during the month of July 1980, including Tommy Wildfire Rich and Rick Martel taking on the duo, the world-famous duo of Herb Calvert and the Challenger.
Oh, man.
And in another unique pairing, we have Ox Baker and the Mad Scorpion taking on, soon to be arriving in Georgia Championship Wrestling, champs Rick Steamboat and Jay Youngblood. It's going to be a good time. Not quite so many sights of people yelling, but two great tag team matches.
Definitely. This is going to be one heck of a GCW segment.
There you go. So, hey, enjoy the next whatever. We are going to go cool off with a drink, and we will see you when you get back from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Cool.
See you in a bit.
The big man, but he has not been too effective against Rich and Martel. And it must be he's trying to adapt himself to their stylizing, because I've watched this man Calvert in action before. He's a very, very dangerous, rugged opponent. And he may be just laying back, testing both Martel and Rich for their strength. Challenger has Rich down. Rich could be in trouble here. Challenger trying to fight it off. Tommy Rich. Ever onward, ever upward now. Tommy Rich catches his man. Hip toss has a Challenger back on the canvas. Want to thank our crew today for doing such an outstanding job. On cameras, Henry Matthews, Ron Kirk, and Larry Bradford. On audio, Cynthia Tyler. Director Dick Dodson, graphics by Vita Font. Tag is made. Rick Martel moves in once again. Snapmare has the Challenger to the canvas. Martel. Now the Challenger, utilizing every shortcut he can think of. Time is running out. Slam on the Challenger by Martel. Again, the tag is made. Tommy Rich moves in. Double teaming on the Challenger. The Challenger powers out again. And again, the challenger powers out. Herb Calvert comes in. Calvert finding that size 13 in the middle of the back of Tommy Rich. Catches him again. Tommy Rich slips through, makes the tag, and Calvert beginning to unload that heavy artillery caught by Rick Martel. Calvert doubled up that time. Again, the tag is made. Calvert slipped off the rope. Again, Calvert doubled up. Rick Martel moves back. Calvert fired back futilely. And we've got all four of them in the ring. Beautiful move by Tommy Rich into a vertical block on Herb Calvert. Fantastic move.
3 crowns. World Tag Team Champions, and talk about the people's favorite, but the Big Ox Baker's ready for him. That's right. He likes to hurt people. Ox is riled up tonight, and somebody is going to go down. I don't think I'd want to go up against him. No. Oh, Jay, very cautious. Well, the fans are not. They really came to life for this when their favorites are in that ring. They got their world belts back, and they got a man they love to hate in there, Ox Baker. Shot by Jay Youngblood. Staggers Baker, brings him out of the corner. Jay follows it with another chop. But Ox on a retreat also. And here's the Steamboat in there. Oh, there's a chop for you. Ox Baker's partner, the masked Scorpion. There's the tag, the Scorpion in. Quickly, Steamboat, a double thrust to the midsection. And the fans love it. They came to life here in our TV auditorium for their world champions, Jay and Ricky.
Been a lot of controversy recently over who the people's choice was, is, and I think we know who is now.
Well, if you just listen to these fans in the background, you know.
Oh, big elbow down across the chest of Jay Youngblood. A tag made. That came from Ox Baker outside the ring. Now Baker in after the tag.
Scorpion out. And throws his face down into that top turnbuckle. Jay right back. He's not going to let it be buffaloed by these tactics of Baker and the Scorpion.
Flips him over. Ricky comes in, gives him a chop.
Oh, what a chop by Jay. That popped way over here.
Now Youngblood goes out. Steamboat in after the tag.
They're switching fast enough and you don't know which one's in there. They got dressed alike, clean-cut young individuals. And the people's champions. And if you don't think they're not favorites, you should see the male they get.
Yes. There's no question in my mind about the mail they get. And if you'd like to drop us a card or a letter, we'd like to hear from you here on Worldwide Wrestling. If you have any comments, compliments, or criticisms, please let us know about them. And in just a moment, we'll show you the address.
Oh, look at this! Oh, buddy!
Ox Baker with a hard body slam. There's the address. Drop me a card or a letter. I'd like to hear from you. It's Rich Landrum, Worldwide Wrestling, WRAL-TV, P.O. Box 12,000, Raleigh, North Carolina, and the zip is 27605. And if you'd like to write to any of the wrestlers, or to Johnny Weaver, or to anyone, just leave my name off and insert their name, and we'll be sure that they get it. But I do enjoy hearing from you, and I like to take all of the letters and the cards. I read them very carefully to see exactly what you fans have to say.
And the action has been fast and furious here, and the Scorpions have saved the match so far for his team. Of course, that was wasted, that one save if they're allowed, but he has changed the tide of battle, and he's got Jay in some trouble right now. The Scorpion opening up, and he's got Jay draped in the ropes, but he did save Ox Baker. Jay had him beat.
Jay in real trouble right now. He needs to make the tag.
Oh, listen to the fans that get behind you. There's no way to evaluate how much the fans help you. And they're really getting behind these two boys. Ox Baker's really getting on him.
And he certainly is. Oh, big smack there. Now, with Youngblood into the ropes. Double chop.
Double chop by the Big Ox.
Ox with that leg drop covers him.
Oh, and now we have wasted both saves.
We're evened up at a save apiece here for both teams.
Ricky have to save Jay on that occasion. Ox staggers into a big chop. Oh, the Scorpion from the outside. Oh, Jay throw down across the top rope. Linda helping hand from the Scorpion, and Ox stays right on him. The fans have been screaming this whole match, Rich.
They have that. They've been going all out in this match. Youngblood still fighting back, chopping away at the Scorpion. Trying to fight back to his corner. He makes the tag. Steamboat is in. Chops away at the Scorpion. Look at Steamboat. He's fired up and raring to go.
He knows he's had a fight on their hands. And too often, Ricky and Jay has to use that save in a match unless he's right. A team like Valentine and Stevens, of course.
Uh-oh. Steamboat caught with an elbow from the Scorpion.
When we get to this position, you've got to remember that they don't have a save left neither.
Leapfrog. Oh! Martial art move. Another chop. Covered. Lateral press. And a count of 3.
Always good to check out some classic Georgia Championship Wrestling matches, including especially tag team matches.
And there you go. And of course, the time period is before the time period of the studio that we are currently in.
Certainly.
But it all is part of history. So good stuff. That was pretty cool bunch of segments. Usually the last few times it's just been, hey man, I will kill you. Hey man, the Sunny and the left. Hey man, but this
come
time
on to the Omni at a show that's already happened. Yeah, so
So this time we actually had just nothing really but matches.
Yeah.
So
people beating each other up.
Struck a pose.
Yeah. Hey, Macarena. Yeah. Okay.
That's more 90s, but okay.
Whatever.
All right. So what time is it?
It is main event time here on Georgia Wrestling History TV. Tonight we're going down to Southeast Championship Wrestling in 1980 for the Southeast TV Championship match.
That's right, and that's got to be, if it's somebody holding the belt, it's got to be somebody famous. Come on, let me know who that champion is.
Is it the Troy T. Tyler?
I'm not really sure. Who's the other guy?
The Seraph?
The Seraph.
Like Sans Seraph?
Wow,
but not
you stumped me.
The same way.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I really know much about the title reigns for either one of those people. But hey, it's our main event, so it's got to be a good match.
Definitely,
least, right?
yeah.
So, okay, cool.
Great, cool. So we'll see how Tyler and the Seraph.
There you go. It's just
That's
funny.
The name of a font.
Yeah, I feel like somebody's gonna make me some chocolate milk or something. Hey, can you put some Seraph in my milk, please? So.
Like Ovaltine's greatest rival.
I guess, yeah, in the 80s it would have been Ovaltine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Rich, chocolatey, full of garbage. So, great. Let's get to it.
First match on Southeastern Championship Wrestling is one fall with a 15-minute time limit. For the Southeastern Television Championship, weighing 252 pounds from Florida, Troy T. Tyler. His opponent weighing 260 pounds from parts unknown, the Seraph.
And there's your bell for our first match on today's program. It is Troy T. Tyler, the new Southeastern Television title holder, out against the masked Seraph. The Seraph managed by the great Mephisto. Tyler hooks the arm, takedown into the arm bar. The masked man coming to his feet. Tyler swings it over and hooks it into a wrist lock, keying through with his own arm and onto the ropes for the break. Your referee, Scrappy McGowan. Headlock now by the Seraph. Top wrist lock by Troy T. And the Seraph, with a handful of hair, pulls his man. And joining me here at the desk, former Southeastern Television champion, Dutch Mansell.
I don't think I like that word former, Les Becker. I want everybody to get a look at this big white whale in the ring. And everybody's saying he's Dusty Rhodes' protege. Well, I really hate to bring it out on TV, but he's really not a protege of Dusty Rhodes. He's not a protege, you understand?
Well, what are you trying to say?
You know a man named Virgil? Do you know a man named Virgil?
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about?
I believe I do.
I'm going to tell you.
Another clue, possibly.
Well, it's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
What
you see this man in the ring here? His daddy is not from Tampa, Florida, like he claims. He's from Austin, Texas, and his daddy is a plumber. Now, does that give you kind of clue what's going on?
Dusty Rhodes, his father is a plumber who's from Austin.
You see this man here?
These men are related. That's
Troy T. Tyler, supposedly, that's his name, and Dusty Rhodes are related one way or the other. And I'm going to tell you what, Dusty Rhodes is ashamed of this man because this man just got out of jail the other week. He just got out of jail, and he's a black sheep of the family.
Well, you're saying this man is the son of a plumber, so you're, in fact, saying that he is Dusty Rhodes' brother.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Can't you see the resemblance? Both of them are big and fat. Both of them can't move. And they're either lay pipe or they think they can wrestle. I hate to bring family into it, but old Troy T has got a long way to go, brother, and I want to give him notice now. If he does come out on top in this match, which I don't think he will, I want you to pass along a little message, Respecter. I want you to pass along to polish that TV title up because it belongs to me, and he showed. If we had been on the street and he did the same thing, that man would be back in jail. I think wrestling is a disgrace for a man in wrestling to be in the ring and just got out of jail. That's all I got to say. That's Patrick. Usually you conducted a very good interview.
Thank you. The comments of Dutch Mantel, and he is in fact telling us
Big fat slob.
that Troy T. Tyler is the brother of Dusty Rhodes. Of course, we do not know that to be a fact, although it is something interesting to pursue, no doubt about that. Tyler shot with a knee by the Seraph. Seraph goes to the elbow and misses. Troy T. moves in, hooks that headlock once again. Mephisto on his feet now, realizing that his charge is in trouble. Back into the ropes, McGowan counting for the break. The Seraph with a shot to the midsection. Brings Tyler out to center ring, clawing at his eyes, and down goes Troy T. Troy T. Tyler has caught on with the fans in the southeastern area. The man is protege, brother, or whatever, of the Rap Master, the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes. A 2 count on Troy T, but he pitches the masked man away. Troy up on his hands and knees, trying to clear the cobwebs now. A knee by the Seraph sends him back to the canvas. And another knee drops Troy T. Another 2 count, but Troy T bails out. The Seraph coming up now, moving in. Mephisto with some type of conversation here for the referee. The Seraph apparently driving a fist to the point of the fingers into the throat, the windpipe of Tyler. Tyler again out on the 2 count, acknowledged by referee Scrappy McGowan. A kick to the midsection by the masked man, and another. Tyler down. A knee by the Seraph. And the Seraph controlling and dominating the offense at this point. Catches Tyler with the right hand. Takes him into the ropes again. Catapults him cross ring now. And takes him for the backdrop. Mephisto applauding the maneuvers of his masked charge. And Mephisto cocks back a right hand and shoots it into the temple of Troy T. Tyler. Tyler staggered now on the bicycle, trying to clear the cobwebs. A thumb by the masked man into the windpipe once again. Tyler moving now. The masked man sending him head first into that top turnbuckle, and again. Tyler sends the masked man in there. Staggered now. An elbow by the TV champion. Down goes the Seraph. Troy T with a war hoop. Moves in. Throws that right hand into the head of the masked man. Takes him up with that backdrop. Troy T in for the cover. And a 2 count. The champion now moving in, setting up his offense. Goes to the headlock and that little right jab again. Right to the side of the face. Drops the masked man. Tyler opening up now on offense. Going after the lacing of that mask. Going after the lacing of the mask of the Seraph. The masked man tearing at Tyler's eyes. Stops him. The Seraph now with a couple well-placed right hands. Troy T right back at him and drives him through the ropes. Mephisto passing some sort of object to the Seraph. The Seraph sliding it up into his mask. Some sort of object there. A headbutt drives Troy T through the ropes and out onto the floor. Tyler down. Happy McGowan, the referee, starting to toll his count. He is to 5. He has a 10 count to return. The referee stops the count. The Seraph moves in. And the Seraph, with whatever that object is in his forehead, had to be stunned by that one as he was driven head first into that turnbuckle. Dropping the leg, the guillotine by Tyler now. And he goes to work on the mask. Tyler trying to unlace that mask. He wants to unmask the Seraph. Once again, the masked man tearing at Tyler's eyes. Tyler again sending him head first into that turnbuckle. And as we mentioned, whatever that object may be, must be creating some pain for the Seraph. Mephisto walking that ringside now, yelling instructions at his masked man. Again, head first into that top turnbuckle. Tyler going after that mask. Troy T has got the mask, and it is the Angel. Troy T. Tyler, your winner over the Seraph, still television champion, as he will be counted out. He left the ring immediately after he was unmasked. And Bob Polk.
People can obviously see there, and they get in the studio, that the Seraph was the Angel. He's finished, he's suspended, he will not be back.
We're looking at it on instant replay here as we see it. Tyler sending the Seraph. Troy T. Tyler telling us he's got the mask. Let's see here if he takes it off. There you see the Seraph tearing at the eyes. Tyler moving back in, sending him into that turnbuckle once again. Of course, he had put some object into his mask. So, of course, injuring himself as his head hits that top turnbuckle. Watch here as Tyler pulls that mask off and Bob.
The Seraph, the Angel, he's suspended.
Of course, he passed you on his.
So it turns out that this Seraph guy is really an Angel guy.
Yep. So, but you know, it's kind of funny. You go to the match and you see who's like his manager is outside the ring, and you're like, he's got to be somebody important. You have a cool manager. So, but it didn't matter because he wasn't cool enough to knock Troy out. Troy's like, I'm Big Troy, and I'm the champion, and you ain't on top of me. So maybe.
But then he's just like, oh, okay.
Probably was drinking his Ovaltine.
Uh-oh. So, yeah, you shouldn't spike that. It like amplifies.
So basically, what happened?
Kind of garbage is it?
What happened in this match is he basically came out with this big canister of milk, and he took the Seraph and he shoved it in there and drank him down. Is what he did. That's how men's does it.
Okay.
They don't play around.
Well, the last time I saw something like that on a cartoon, the guy that drank the other guy got possessed. So
possessed. So
that's going to be scary.
So we need to blend it all next time. I mean, I think you would dig that. How about a big thing of vodka, and we shove the fabulous moolah in it, and then we'd let you drink it, and then it would be like, I don't know, happy birthday, here's your thing going on. So,
all right.
Well, see, it'd be a date. See, you'd have your date, you'd get her drunk, and you'd have your way with her.
Drink her?
Oh yeah, you'd have your way with her. Hey, it's perfect. See, man. So it's it's kind of
yeah. We Jays are gentlemen. We don't.
Weird science.
Anyway.
Weird science.
Okay. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today on Georgia Wrestling History TV. Check out gwhnewsandnotes.blogspot.com for all kinds of wrestling news and
all the videos,
and also
the podcasts, including ours, which we help host along with some friends of ours, music promoter Michael Garrett, high school coach, former wrestling referee Will Wheeler, and that is GWH-TV Talk. And that's Friday. That premieres on Fridays, but you can on demand at any time you want.
And check it out. These guys know what they're talking about.
Yep. Well, it doesn't matter if we know because it's a fan thing, and we kind of connect to the show, but it's a fan thing. We talk about what we like, and some of us like some pretty crappy stuff.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, your tie looks like it's about to escape. So. It looks like it's about time.
Hey, ladies.
But it looks like that we are on our way to escaping as well. So, come on out to Viral Pro Wrestling Infection 2 on August 12th at the Sweetwater Gym, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.